Ever since the release of the first Karate Kid movie, fans have been engaged in an endless debate about who would win in a fight between Johnny and Daniel. So today we are finally settling this debate once and for all. In this video, I will analyze every season and assign points to each of them based on their achievements and abilities in each season. The one with the most points at the end will be the winner, hopefully ending this debate. In Season 1, it's tough to scale Johnny and Daniel since we never see them in a fight except when Johnny faced off against Kyler and his bullies, but we won't count that since it was in Episode 1 and it was Johnny's first time doing karate in the past 30 years. On the other hand, we do know that Daniel had continued his training up until Mr. Miyagi died, which would be around 20 years after the Karate Kid, so by the time Cobra Kai Season 1 happens, Daniel would have stopped training for around a decade. So for this reason, I'm going to give the win to Daniel since he was much more in tune with karate than Johnny was in Season 1, and we don't have any other evidence for Johnny being better. On to Season 2, this one is also quite hard to skill, but Johnny and Daniel did actually have a fight where they were evenly matched for their entire fight, and at the end of the fight, Johnny kicked Daniel to the TV and Daniel didn't hit him again after that. So you could argue that Johnny was the better fighter. But we see Daniel turning his back on Johnny trying to find Sam, thinking that he won the fight, but then Johnny strikes him. So we won't count that, so for now I'm going to leave it as a draw in Season 2. For Season 3, it's a lot easier to skill since not only we saw Johnny and Daniel fight each other at the start of the season, where Daniel beat Johnny, but we also saw the both of them face Kreese, so using that fight we can scale who is the better fighter in Season 3. When Johnny fought against Kreese, he lost the fight, but that's just because he was distracted by Robbie, and up until that point he was beating Kreese. However, you could argue that Kreese was going easy on Johnny since he doesn't want to fight Johnny. And when Daniel fought against Kreese, he beat him easily with the pressure point, so for Season 3 I'm going to give the win to Daniel, since he beat Johnny at the start of the season and he improved a lot more than Johnny did throughout the season since he was trained by Chosen for a bit. In Season 4, we find the answer in Episode 5 where Johnny and Daniel have a proper rematch, resulting in a draw. It's evident that they are evenly matched in Season 4, and some argue that Daniel fell before Johnny, so he got the point, but in a real fight it would have ended as a draw, therefore Season 4 is a tie. Moving on to Season 5, there shouldn't even be a debate for this season as there is a clear winner. While Johnny faces off against the Fist twice in this season, he struggles to defeat Hyun Woo, needing help from Chosen. Additionally, he loses his second fight against the Fist despite his rage amp and requires Mike Barnes to finish off the remaining members. On the other hand, Daniel may have been unbalanced in the first fight against Terry Silver, leading to his defeat. But when balanced, he dominates Terry Silver, therefore the winner of Season 5 is clearly Daniel. If you have been keeping track of the points throughout the video, you would notice that Daniel won 5-2. This is the answer to the video. Daniel is the real winner based on the points discussed in this video, and if you disagree with me, feel free to debate me in the comments section down below.